everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another MF'N Advice review. Sing along with me now, people. It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Yes, everybody, I'm back. Okay, now I have either answered you by hand this evening or I am going to talk about your letter. If you received an email saying that your letter is going to be in the next MF'N Advice video, then this is it, baby. This is the video. If you haven't received one of those emails, that means that either I haven't gotten your letter or I answered you by hand. So the email is mfnadvice@gmail.com. Real simple, real easy. That is the email. Do not send it to my other email. I know that's where you were sending it before, but that was also an email for everything else, so it was getting mixed up in the rest. And this way I don't miss any of my letters and I can just get right into it on YouTube. So let's get right into my letters for tonight's MF'N Advice. Brought to you by my beautiful weave. VIP luxury hair. Get you some. Alright. And soapylove.com, which has me smelling like juicy couture, bitch. Okay, so let's get into it. I got my first letter is by a lady named Bria. She's 20 years old. She has a 21-year-old friend named Josh that she has tried to date. Okay, she has deep feelings for him. She doesn't think he knows. Okay, that's what she thinks, but I'm gonna get into it. So she says that they tried to date before, but he had baby mama drama, so they stopped talking for a while, and he texted her out of the blue asking her if she thought having sex would mess up their friendship. And you know, she's like, yeah, I think that would mess up our friendship. And he's like, I don't think so. I don't think it would mess up our friendship. I think it would make our friendship go deeper. And I think that we would be deeper and maybe new feelings could arise. And she's like, well, we could have been in a, serious relationship by now, but you the one that decided to stop talking. So she doesn't understand what's going on with him. She doesn't know what to do. She wants advice. Okay. Girl, hold up. Let me get it untangled from my glasses. Let me tell you. Hold up. I got to get my spectacles together. Girl, he is playing you for a fool. Baby mama drama my ass. He is still going, or he is still with his baby mama. He just wanted somebody to have on the side. When he realized it was going to be harder to get into those panties, he decided to let it cool off, especially since his baby mama was probably getting on the trail, probably sniffing shit out, trying to find out who was zooming who, okay? So don't even get twisted in that whole friendship thing. What has he done for you that makes him your friend? If somebody just drops off the face of the earth, now I have to admit there are a lot of friends that I have that I consider my friends that I do not talk to on a daily basis, but that has never been our relationship to talk on a daily basis. So if somebody was trying to fuck with me, calling me their friend, and then they disappear on me, and then they come back trying to fuck, talking about that's gonna make our relationship deeper, they're on some bullshit. They just trying to get pussy. And if they weren't giving you that real deal Holyfield before he wants to give you the real deal holy dick, then that ain't what's real. It's not what's real. He's not being honest with you. He just wants somebody that he can play with, and you need to be smarter than that. He is not your friend. Stop calling him that. And even though you may have deep feelings for him, he has deep dick feelings for you, and those are not the same. So dear, please drop his ass. Don't worry about him. Stop talking to him and try to find you somebody who doesn't have baby mama drama. I mean, you're 20 years old. I know there has to be some young men out there that have not, been fucking girls all willy-nilly and getting them pregnant at 21. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you need to find you somebody that doesn't have all of that so-called drama, because that's bullshit to me. He's still with that girl. Don't let nobody bamboozle you, okay? Put the wool over your eyes. Don't let it happen, because that's what's going on. Anyway, moving along, that's my advice. Drop that nigga. Don't worry about it. And definitely do not give him your poom cash, okay? Shout out to Mama Jump. 15-year-old who got jumped while her friend stood aside and watched. She got jumped for beating up some other girl, and her best friend isn't a fighter. She's all into her school, and she's just not into fighting. And she feels some type of way. She wants to know, should she beat her friend ass, stop talking to her friend, or just let it, ignore it because she didn't jump in while her friend got jumped. Here's the thing. You need to be more worried about your school, in your books, in your learning, because the letter that you wrote me was total fuck shit. You spelled isn't wrong, and I don't give a fuck if it was a typo or not. If you were doing what you were supposed to be doing in school instead of fighting these little picket-head ass girls, then you would know that you're supposed to proofread before you send. Proofread, then you send, okay? Now, I don't want to be mean, but I want to be real with you little girls, because y'all be worrying about the wrong fucking thing. You mad and trying to decide whether you going to beat your friend ass or not because she didn't jump in the fight. Now, I would feel some type of way if my friend didn't jump in the fight. Bitch, if I'm going to get my ass beat, we all need to get our ass beat together if we really friends. Don't just let me get my ass bust by boo-hoo girls and don't try to break it up. Don't try to do nothing. No, I don't like that, okay? But at the same time, I feel like y'all are in high school, and she probably felt like, man, what the fuck I look like jumping in that stupid shit? That ain't got nothing to do with me, and I ain't trying to get my ass or my glasses broke today. So I think you should just let it go. And I also think you need to focus on school, but you just know she not the friend to call if something go down. Everybody got a friend that they know is gonna fight, and they got a friend they know that's not gonna fight. That's the way life is. Everybody is not about that scrapping, bullshit all the damn time. And I know you're in high school and bitches won't fight in high school to prove that they hard, to prove that, prove this to people that don't fucking matter. I know y'all like to do that shit, but you need to be worrying about your school books. Fuck all of that fighting shit. Fuck all of that shit. I still be friends with her shit. You need to be friends with that bitch so y'all could be studying together and getting the fuck out of school together. Because trust and believe, you're not going to remember none of the names of these people that you fighting. But your ass definitely going to feel the burn of not having a college degree or not knowing how to write a fucking letter once you're in your 20s. I promise you. I promise you. Like, everybody think that because you can, talk stupid on the internet, then that will suffice. No, that doesn't suffice. Because at the end of the day, in the real world where there's paperwork, people need to know how to formulate a fucking sentence in a paragraph. Nika is entering high school and having a hard time dealing with the fact that her mother is in a relationship with a woman. She is having a hard time understanding because it never occurs to her that her mother could be gay. She loves her mother and appreciates her, but she just can't deal with it. It's too much right now. She's entering high school. Oh my God, my mom's gay. Oh my God. And her and her grandmother have tried to pray about it, but her mama is not getting it. Okay, baby, let me tell you something. I understand, okay? And you said in your letter that a lot of people have things to say, but they don't understand until it's you. Y'all, let me tell y'all. When my mom first started dating, like a year or so after my dad died, it was an out-of-body experience going on a date with her and that man. It was crazy. I didn't understand it. I don't even feel like I was all there. It was very weird for me. I had to get used to it. But at the end of the day, I had to remind myself that that's my mom's life. She deserves to be happy no matter who she's with. And I also have to remember that my dad is gone. And if it was my pa, he'd have had a woman in 5 months after my mama died and wouldn't have waited a year. Now, I can see it was a grimy nigga or nothing like that, but my daddy was a man that couldn't go without a woman. That's just how it is. And I'm not mad about that, but I know I would have probably been pissed off had the shoe been on the other foot as well. But that's not what this situation is. Your mom is a grown woman, and she doesn't have to tell you everything about her personal life, because at the end of the day, honey, it's not really your business. I know you may feel like it's your business because she's your mother, but who your mother is in a relationship with, especially if it's not interfering with her ability to be a good mother, really has nothing to do with you or your grandmother. So I felt some type of way about y'all praying for her not to be gay anymore. That's not gonna happen. If she likes women, she's gonna like women. And 9 times out of 10, she's been with the woman before this woman. I'm just saying. Like 9 times out of 10, it'd be something that they revisit after they haven't been with a man in a while. They see a woman they like and then boom, pow, we gay again. You know what I'm saying? I want you to talk to your mom and discuss what is uncomfortable, talk to her about it. But you also have to keep in mind that how you feel at the end of the day doesn't really matter in the outcome. And I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter. Not because you don't matter as her daughter, but because how you feel is irrelevant to the situation as far as your mom is concerned. Like, the girlfriend is not harming you. She's not mean to you. Your mom is still doing everything that she can for you. Nothing is stopping her from being a good mother to you. So as far as she's concerned, who she's messing with or going with is none of your concern. So what I tell you is, you need to just suck it up and get over it. I don't know how it's embarrassing for you, because I feel like in this day and age, like, there are a lot of gay people. There are tons of gay people. There are millions of gay people, okay? And, you know, you could be embarrassed if you want to. I feel like there are so many other reasons to be embarrassed of your, you know, of your parents when you're a teenager. So many other reasons besides them being gay. So I really feel like you'll get over it. You'll get over the embarrassment. You just need to remember that at the end of the day, the only person that is always in your corner is your mom. So you need to be that one person that's going to be in her corner no matter what. I don't know if you're like homophobic or not. I don't know. But all I know is mom card trumps every other card. Especially a good mom. A good mom trumps everything else. I don't give a fuck who you date. As long as you are still a good mother to me, I'm going to deal with it. Like, that's the conclusion I had to come to. And trust me, I've been in your shoes. I know how that feels to be uncomfortable with that type of situation. Now, my mom wasn't dating a woman, but it was still weird. My mom had been with my dad for 25 years, and that's all I'd ever seen, all I'd ever known. So to see her with another person made me feel like she was a different person. And that made me feel like maybe she wasn't the same mother to me, because she was a different woman now being with a different person. You know what I mean? And that made me feel displaced in it some type of way. But I talked to my mom and we like had it out about it, you know what I mean? Because I don't feel like she understood where I was coming from. But when we finally did talk, because we couldn't just not talk, because that's my mom and I love my mom, and my mom's my best friend out of all best friends. My mom is my best friend, so we had to fix it. And it just, you know, I had to get comfortable with it. And the more, you know, the man that she's with now was around, the more I got used to it. Now I admit it's still a little weird sometimes because I miss my dad. But at the same time, I know my mom's happy. As long as my mom is happy, I don't need to know what's going on in their relationship. Y'all happy, y'all good. I'm happy for you. That's all I need to know. You need to pray that God gives y'all the strength to mend y'all relationship regardless. Because you praying for her not to be gay is not going to happen. I don't know if they told you, but prayer don't work for that. I know they say it does, but it really doesn't. It's all bullshit. And people could come at me sideways if they want to, but I don't give a fuck. There's no way you can pray homosexuality out of people. It doesn't happen. They can sit up there and lie, but that's not how it works. I think you should be praying for an open heart and an open mind, and the perseverance of you and your mom's relationship, and the open mind and heart of your grandmother. That's what y'all need to be praying for. It's for God to open up y'all minds and open up y'all hearts to your mom, because at the end of the day, like, I feel like your mom has every right to fuck whoever she wants to fuck. If that's a woman, if that's a man, it's her business and not yours or your grandmother's. And that's my advice. A 20-year-old girl is helping her mom take care of her sick grandmother. She feels like her grandmother is holding them back from moving to Las Vegas, which they had plans to do. And she also feels like her grandmother is old and just needs to, you know, because they wanted to bring the grandmother with her, but she wouldn't come. So that makes the mom want to stay because she doesn't want to leave her mom. And also, the 20-year-old is helping take care of her cousin's 4 kids. Her whole family is dependent on her and her mom. And she feels so stressed out. She doesn't know what to do. And she feels like, you know, is she wrong for having mean feelings towards her family? No, you're not wrong for having mean feelings towards your family. No, you're not. Because your family is dependent as fuck. And I'm talking about the cousin whose 4 kids you're raising. I'm just saying. Now, here's where it gets sketchy, okay? Because you're entitled to feel how you feel, but here's the thing. Your grandmother is old, but she's not dead. Her life is not over. Have more respect than that. You love your mom where your mom loves her mom. The same type of relationship that you had with your mom, where if she was sick and she needed help, you wouldn't leave her. It's the same situation that your mom is having with her mom. So you need to respect that and you need to understand it. Also, bitch, you 20 years old. Move to Las Vegas yourself. Your life, girl. I hate when people do that. Like, yes, if you have to help your family, then you help your family. But at the same time, if there are other capable family members that can take on those responsibilities as a 20-year-old young woman, you need to pick your bags up and move to wherever the hell you want to move and live. I understand. I feel like you might just be so dependent on your mom. And hello, if you're dependent on your mom, then you can't be mad at everybody else else is dependent on your mom. I'm just saying, you 20 years old. And I understand that is a big foot. And I don't even understand how you over there taking care of 4 kids that ain't yours. Okay? I don't understand. Did the family member die? Are they in jail? Like, what's going on? Why are you taking care of those 4 kids? If there is somebody else who's older, who already has kids, or who's already stable, can take care of those kids, then that's who needs to do it. But I also feel like whether your mom tells your grandmother, look, old lady, you ain't got no damn choice. You my mama and you coming with me and we moving. If that's the case, now I feel like that's okay. If your mom says, grandma, you ain't got no choice, we packing up your shit, come on, you coming with us, that's cool with me. And if you feel like you have to leave her there, as long as there are other people that are there to take care of her, and that's cool too. But the final thing is that, like I said, you are 20 years old, girl. Move on your damn own. Get out and do shit on your own. You don't need your mama to be with you all the time. And if you need your mama for financial reasons, then you need to live with her a little longer and get your money together. Find you a job wherever you want to live and move. I'm just saying, like, you're 20 years old. There's no reason why you should be sitting up here depending on your mom to free up your life. I'm just saying, it's your life. If you want to move, move. You're a grown-ass woman. I'm just saying. Where are child protection services? Why are you taking care of your cousin 4 kids? Rectify those situations. Because I don't want people just leaving, oh, fuck the kids. No, if there's nobody else that can take care of those kids, don't do that. Okay? But I also feel like it's your life. You are your own responsibility. And you need to make sure that you're okay. So if you want to live somewhere else, leave. Leave. Everybody gonna be all right. I'm just saying. People always feel so dependent on their families because their families always want somebody that's gonna be able to do shit for them instead of them taking care of their own thing. Now, unless your family members are sick and they can't take care of themselves like your grandmother is, your mom is gonna hold your grandmother down like she's supposed to. Your mom is supposed to take care of your grandmother like that because your grandmother took care of her like that. So, yes. Your grandmother becomes another child to your mom because now she has to take care of her. She's her responsibility. You need to understand that. And you need to respect that. And you also need to move out and be on your own if you feel like your life is really being inhibited because of your family. You need to move on your own and stop trying to move with your mom. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't tell your mom what to do about that. Because if it was my mama, I would be trying to take care of my mom too. Like, I wouldn't want to leave my mom either. It is what it is. So, that's my advice. Okay, somebody, boy or girl, I don't know, they didn't tell me, has been bullied from middle school to high school out this bitch. I don't know how you do that, because I'd have been in I'd have fucked somebody up by then. I'd hit somebody over the head with a chair. Like, fuck out of here with that. You ain't about to be bullying me. We just gonna fucking fight. I don't understand the bully thing. And I'm not saying I don't understand it, like, I don't understand how it can happen, but I'm just saying, as able-bodied young women, I don't understand how we let other young women, like, put fear in our hearts. Fuck you. I'll fight you. If you whip my ass, I'll pick some up and hit your ass with it. And the only thing, I've gotten jumped by punks before, bitch. Nobody is gonna make Brittany do something that she don't want to do. Like, I'm just saying. And I'm grown now, so I feel like fuck fighting. I'm 25 years old. If you want to put your hands on me that bad, get shot or go to jail for it. That's how I feel. I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna fucking fight you for what? I'm grown. I will shoot you and then call the police and tell them the bitch tried to attack me. I shot her. I stand my ground. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not here for all of that fighting shit because bitches is shiesty. They'll pick a fight and want to fight with a bitch because they won't fuck up her face or cut out her cute weave or whatever they be trying to do, and I ain't down for it. I ain't here for it. Fuck out of here with that. I will call the cops quick, fast, and in a hurry. I love the police department. I will call the police on somebody. I'm just saying, I'm not one of those people that you're not about to get over on me. Girl, fuck out of here. I don't let nobody punk me. And that's just what it is. Now, there are times when you need to shut the fuck up and let a situation go, but ain't no regular bitch that ain't paying none of my bills gonna put no fear in my heart. Fuck you. What you gonna do? You gonna fight me? I'll fight you. What you gonna put a couple of bruises on my face? I'll heal. We could fight every fucking day until I beat your ass. I'm just saying. Like, What are you, super bitch? Like, get out of here with that. Ain't nobody got no magical powers or nothing like that. People want to jump, you get some people. Like, I can't stand that shit. Or bitches want to jump, you make sure you catch them by themselves. Watch them hoes walk to the bathroom, bang their head up against the toilet seat. I'm getting too far into it, but I'm just saying, y'all don't let nobody bully y'all. Don't let nobody bully y'all. Even if you gotta call people and tell people, you know, tell your parents, tell their parents, I don't give a fuck. But you ain't about to run me. Like, I don't care. I don't care what I have to do. You're not going to run me. And that's the mentality people need to have. I'm not saying pick up no gun and shoot nobody, middle school children, high school children. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying pick up your fucking fist and fight somebody every once in a while. Pick a school book up and hit them with it. I don't know. But all I'm saying is you don't have to kill somebody to get your point across. And you also don't have to be a punk for your whole fucking life. You do not have to. Oh, I'm fat? Bitch, what are you? Like, I floss with you, bitch. Fuck with it. Girl, I wish somebody would rear me as a fat bitch. I'd be like, yeah, I'll sit on your fucking ass and break your sternum. What do you want to do? I'm just saying. I gotta tell y'all, because that's how I'm feeling. I don't like that shit. But either way it go, this young lady has been bullied her whole life. I'm gonna say it's a young lady because I don't know. And, you know, she's, because of that, has now been addicted to the internet and has become somewhat of a, you know, a celebrity on the internet. I don't know what that means because I don't know who you are. But, you know, she don't have that same life that she has on the internet with people in her real life, which I understand. There's no way you're gonna have as many friends and be as cool with many people, you know, as you are on social network and as you are in real life, because people don't have time for it. People got jobs and relationships and won't go home when they get off from work. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, that's just the way it is. It's easier to pick up your phone and tweet somebody. It's not as easy to get in your car and use up, you know, $3, you know, worth of gas to go drive and meet them and talk to them and all of that shit. It's just easier that way. So that's why people form more relationships that way. But the way to stop being scared and stop needing approve, you know, to be approved by other people is to realize, like I said before, that those people do nothing for you. Those people do nothing for you. You should be yourself, and you should be yourself at all costs. And I mean, when I mean be yourself, I don't mean like hurt people, say stupid shit, or, you know what I mean, offend people. What I mean is, when you be yourself, accept who you are. Whether it's a geeky fat girl that likes to be on the internet all the time, but you still got to get out in this world and meet people, because there are other geeky fat people that like the internet. Not saying that that's the only people you're going to be able to meet or nothing like that, but just saying that there are people like you that are out there in the world that don't know how to communicate because they're always on the internet. The way to get out there in the world is just to get off the fucking internet and get out there in the world. Go somewhere, talk to people. Like, even start meeting the people that you talk to on the internet. Make sure you know who they are. Like, don't be talking to people that you've never seen on Skype or video chat. You know, don't just start meeting all kind of crazy people, because you never know what people will do to you in real life or on the internet. But I'm just saying, you need to open yourself up to meeting people in real life and forming relationships. Don't you go to work, I mean, you go to school, what? Like, you go somewhere where you have to interact with other people. So I think that's your opportunity to open more up to other people. Also, being a fucking fat girl does not mean that you're like you don't have self-esteem. Like, I know so many big girls with killer self-esteem. It's ridiculous. I mean, that doesn't make you an ugly person. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that people won't want to fuck you or love you because you're a fat girl. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, some men like most men I know, they don't like no skinny bitch. Okay, like, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? No offense to the skinny bitches, but I'm just saying, they like a little cake, something they can smack. I'm saying. So all I'm telling you is, the self-esteem that you're looking for, you can't find in other people, and you can't find from the gratification that you get from other people. Yes, it's great for people to like you. It's great for people to want to get to know you. But at the end of the day, regardless of how they feel, you have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you love yourself, that it doesn't matter what anybody else says. And you have to fake it till you make it. You're not going to feel like that every single day. But you can tell yourself that. You get up in the morning, you put on your clothes, your makeup, you do your hair, you make yourself look presentable, you make yourself feel beautiful from the way you look to yourself. If you want to lose weight, do that too. If you don't, girl, you better go to the big girl store and find some cute ass clothes, put on a fucking belt, and make it work. Okay? There are ways for you to make yourself look good so you can feel comfortable with who you are. Get out there, talk to people, engage with people, and stop being so scared. What is the fucking worst thing that could happen? Rejection. You're gonna get rejected in life. You're gonna have to learn to deal with that. People say no, you feel a little twinge, you're hurt, and you be like, okay, you said no, fuck it. I learned that at 7 years old. Y'all, I had a crush on this little boy, and he was older than me. His name was Brandon, and I went up to my cousins was out there and everything, and I was like, look, I like you. Do you like me? He said no. I said okay, and it hurt. But I saved face like a motherfucker. I was like, okay. And then I just let it go. If Brandon fucking saw me today, please believe me. And I know it. And I don't care. All I'm saying is, every woman has insecurities. Every person has insecurities. And you should feel no different. You are human. That's what it is. But you should also love yourself. And just always know that you're awesome no matter what. Know what's good about you. Know what's bad about you too. But know what's good about you so you can always say, hey, I can read the piss out of a book. Hey, I can type 555 fucking words a minute. Bitch, I'm fire. Like my weave is plucking. I'm doing the most, okay? My natural hair texture is curly as piss. Look at this waves. Like, you know what I mean? I have acne, but under that my skin tone is the shits. Okay, I have a nice boob ass ratio. Ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to find the positives in yourself. And that's what I have to say in order to get out of that. And nothing is wrong with being on the internet all the time. I'm on the internet all the time. But sometimes you got to turn the shit off and have person to person, you know, talk to people in person. Y'all, this is my last one. I'm sorry if this video is so long. But I kind of want to say everything, and everything's whirling around at the same time. But I want young women to have self-confidence, and it's so hard to teach somebody how to have self-confidence when every day I don't know any woman that feels like she's the shit every day. I don't know any woman that feels like that, but I do know that they're not gonna let nobody else tell them that they're not the shit, regardless of whether they feel like that or not. Dee is a nurse. She and her husband both work at the same hospital. When they got together, he stopped messing with the other women he was dating that also worked at the hospital. But there's this one 21-year-old girl who did not take the hint. He claims to have never slept with her, but she just doesn't stop. For the past 4 years, she has sent him love notes and gifts on and off, leaving stuff on his desk, leaving stuff through other people that they work with, you know, messages and shit like that. The girl, Dee, even caught her leaving a note on her husband's desk before, and the only reason that she didn't do anything to her is because she doesn't want to lose her job. She's a nurse, and you can't be, you know, fucking people up at the nursing station, okay? And her husband says that he's gonna, you know, he's gonna rectify the situation. He's gonna fix it. He's tried to talk to the girl before. They've gone to HR, you know, and the HR people just make her sign a little piece of paper, and then that's it. But nothing really happens. And the girl is going around telling people that she loves this girl's husband, this woman's husband, and she won't stop as long as he's working there. So she basically got her a Beyonce, Idris Elba obsessed situation going on, and she doesn't know what to do. Okay. Here's my thing. You've gone to HR. You filed a complaint. She's writing love notes and love letters. It's continued to happen. You feel uncomfortable. I don't want to tell you to go up to her and tell her to step off, because I don't think that would work. I also feel as if the only next step is the police department. Like, that's how I'm feeling about it, because this bitch sounds crazy. Leaving your husband love letters all the time, like, I don't know. As long as she's not touching him or putting her hands on him, I really feel like they need to fire her for that type of behavior. That type of obsessive behavior is very weird. And I feel like y'all need to complain to everybody about that, not just HR. Y'all need to complain to her superiors. Y'all need to complain to the president or whoever is in charge of the hospital. You need to complain about that, because that can really go into a bad situation. That girl could do something crazy that will cause you or your husband to go to jail over killing this bitch or hurting her, or vice versa. It can get really bad, and I don't want it to get to that point. So what I'm gonna say is that I feel like you need to complain to the people that are over the hospital, that that actually see who gets hired and fired. I don't know if that is HR, but all I know is, I'm just saying, because HR does handle those types of things, but there are always people above HR that can fire some fucking body if shit is getting out of hand. And I feel like that's the type of situation that this is. I also feel like y'all need to file a police report and let the police know what's going on, because that is harassment. And she can't, like, just to have it on record that y'all have already complained about this shit if this shit does go further later on. I don't feel like you should ever approach her at work, because I feel like that's what she's waiting for. She seems like somebody that's thirsty for attention, and all they want is for you to try to come to them so they can tell you about your man, and you gonna flip the fuck off and kill a bitch at your job and lose your job. So no, don't do that. Don't do that, because like you said, you got a mortgage and a life and vacations, bitch, and nurse money is good money. So all I have to say is you need to complain to other people. You need to make those complaints known, and you also need to contact the police department and let them know what's going on, so that if things get out of hand, you've already been on record for saying that this young lady is harassing you and your husband. That's how I feel about it. Also, you need to check your husband. You need to see what's going on with him. And the only reason I say that is because he could have fucked her. He could be lying and he could have fucked her. He could be talking to her, which is what makes her keep coming back after, I don't know your relationship, but I'm just saying you need to check your husband. Check his phone. Check that situation. I normally don't tell people to check people's phones, but I feel like if y'all have had this conversation and he's showing you the letters, he could still be only showing you half of the truth. So I'm just saying, go to the police. Talk to your husband, and go talk to more people at your job who are in charge besides HR about that situation. And that's my advice. Because, girl, look, if this was a regular old job, I would tell you to wait for that bitch outside in the parking lot and bust her in her shit until she understands that he's your husband and not hers. I also feel like if it is easy, or if it's possible to look for a job at another hospital, I don't want y'all to have to move y'all lives or move y'all selves, because of somebody else. But sometimes taking yourself out of a situation is the best thing. So I just want you to think about all your options and keep a cool head about it. And if your husband is being faithful to you and you're not having to worry about that, that's all that really matters. This bitch leaving little notes and shit, fuck out of here. Her telling people, them people know she crazy. Like, it don't matter. That doesn't matter. As long as she's not putting her hands on nobody or like following y'all home and all of that type of invasive shit, then ignore the bitch. That's my advice. And that concludes tonight's MF'N Advice. So that was my motherfucking advice. That was my motherfucking advice. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. MF'Nadvice@gmail.com, soapylove.com, VIPluxuryhair.com. Peace. Mwah. I love you, and thank you for writing me.